Good afternoon and welcome to CIS 101, Computer Fundamentals and Applications. We are in week 8. I want to apologize for being late in reopening the assignments, but here we are. For the most part, most of you are doing well. You're making progress, and like I've mentioned before, please feel free to reach me. I think the phone is much more convenient. If you call and I don't pick up, just send me a short text message and I'll hopefully be able to get back to you within reasonable time. So week 8, that's where we are. And we are continuing with Excel assignments. We are working on Excel chapter 4 simulations. We got 4 simulations here. And then we have the 4 mid-level exercise. So the mid-level exercise is down right here. We have the file that you're going to be working with. So unlike the previous assignment, here we are going to be starting with a file that we are going to be populating and making some analyzing the data. So we have a file that you're going to be analyzing some data to make some informed decision. I have given you some instructions here. So this is actually from your book, but I know sometimes it's difficult for you to get the information from your book because you might have a different version of the book, but this is what we are working on. So make sure this corresponds to the instructions that you have right here. So under the Excel, my IT lab, that's where most of our assignments are. And let's see what's going on there with Excel. So this tool that I'm using is actually Collaborate, and is one of the tools that if you need us to discuss anything, you should be able to let me know, and then I can schedule a meeting. I've actually been in contact with a few of you, and we have used this tool. So it's actually a very good tool for collaboration, for office hours, and also for helping you with your assignments if you need some help. Because it allows you to see what I'm doing, and also I can see what you're doing. So this is the window that we are faced with. Today is the 14th. So if you come in here, it shows nothing. And sometimes this is not a very well designed or integrated system, but it is what it is, and that we are going to be working with. So we are in week 4, and if you want to find the assignments for week 4, you'll have to come a little bit backwards. So on the 6th, that's where the assignments are. So we are working on chapter 4 module. So I don't know how you're using this. If you're having any difficulties in tracking the assignments, please let me know and I can try to make some modifications. But if you're able to navigate and get the assignments, then we can just leave it the way it is. So what I've actually tried to do is I reopen most of the assignments earlier on. So if you want to pace yourself, you can do that. And so if you look at this assignment for chapter 4, they were actually available all the way back on the 6th. And that's why it shows here they were scheduled on the 6th, but they're not due until the 19th. So the 19th is actually next Monday. So you have a few days to do that. And then once you finish with that, you can come to the 12th. So the flag shows something is assigned. On the 12th is where you have chapter 5. It shows something about chapter 3 that's already passed due, so that should not worry you. And chapter 5 has another one, so I'm not sure what the other one is. That's interesting. I need to come back here and make that change. Yeah, so it's right there, simulation 1. So I don't know why this is in a different location. I'll try to make that change. But basically, this flag should be showing you where all the assignments are. And if you're having a difficulty with finding them, please let me know and I'll help you to navigate that. So back to the 6th, that's where we have all the simulations for module 4. And you can always counter check by going to Blackboard and making sure that you have done all the ones that you want to be doing. So that's where we are, like that. So for this week, we have 4 simulations, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the mid-level. Okay, so like previously, the simulation, I think most of you are doing well. And I said, if you have a Mac, sometimes it's a little bit difficult to execute all the commands using a Mac because this is a software that you're using, and the software is designed in such a way that you have to do some things a specific way. So if, for instance, you're trying to complete something and you know how to do it, but the system is not letting you do it, keeps grading you wrong, just let me know, note those. items, let me know, and then I'll give you full credit for that. So don't waste hours and hours trying to figure out how to do something that you already know how to do, but the system is not allowing you to do it in one way or another, because the system with the software only allows you to do things in a certain way, but you might know how to do it through another way. So just note those and let me know, and then we'll take care of that. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to make a short video that will kind of walk you through how to go about working on the assignment. So I'm going to open this file here. And also I'll try to see whether I can open this page here on my book, or I can just use the PDF file. I hope it's good enough for me to see. Okay, so there is the PDF file. And where is that PDF file? It just disappeared. Okay, my PDF file, where did you go? Okay, so that's not what I want. So give me a minute here. Okay, so I have the PDF file here, and I'm going to open the Excel file also. And the Excel file is open. And the problem with working with Blackboard Collaborate and Screen Customatic, I can't have both of them open at the same time. So I'm just going to have to use one and read the instructions from the other one. But like you've seen me before and use the split screen, it makes it much easier for you to do your work. So that's what I'm going to try and do here. So I'm going to share this screen with you so you can see the document that I'm working with. And this is share that application. And which application? That's the screen. Share that. Oh, it actually allows you to share the screen. So maybe we can do that. Okay, can we bring the other file? Let's see which other file we have. It open on another independent tab. Okay, let's do that again. And we want to share application window. There's too many files open here. Okay, EM file. I think it's this one here. Share that. Is that it? Let's see what that is. Yeah, I think that's the file that we want to share. So we have that file, and basically, excuse me. So what we have here is what you can call a range, and from the instructions, if you have the instructions page, Excel, trying to open the instructions page and have them next to me so I can read and be able to follow. So just give me 1 second. And the instructions say you work for a gallery that is authorized. That is an authorized Greenwich workshop. Find art dealer. Customers in your area are especially fond of James Christian's art. Blah 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 blah. So you can read all that. So the instruction says open EM file and save it as that. So I have opened that file. That file is right here. So I have my file open and I have it right here. So what I can do is I can move this one right there. So I can maximize the size of this and maybe move it up like that. So this is the file that you're going to start with. And the table, the file has field names all the way like that. So you have the first name, last name, type, addition, race, all the way like that. record goes all the way down to 203. Then you have some questions here that you have to answer, and there's a box here. Okay, so the first one says convert the data to a table and apply table style medium 5. So you have your data here, and you want to convert this, because if you convert it into a table, you're going to be able to do more applications. So you make sure that you click inside here, and then you come to insert. Okay, so select over here, click insert, and then you click on table, and by default you'll see this pop-up window. So this pop-up window here, it says create a table, and where is the table? So it has that moving marquee that shows that you have selected your table. Close that, insert table. Okay, so that shows you the range. So A1 to H203, and you can see this moving marquee shows you that your data has been selected. Also, it asks you whether your table has headers. Of course, our table has headers. These field names are what you're calling the headers. So sometimes you might be working with a data that does not have that, what we call a range. And then if it doesn't have that, so uncheck that. But in this case, it does. So you click OK, and then you see what happens to our data. It changes into a table. Now here, you can see we already have the filters entered there, and you're going to be able to do a lot of operations right here. OK, add a row below the record for the yellow rows for this missing piece of art, blah, blah, blah. So you move all the way at the bottom, and you're going to be adding some information here. So type James C. And when you start typing, by default, because this information is already there, it's going to be filling it for you. So this is the yellow something, yellow rose, and this is master. We're calling this master what? Master work, something, something. And then this is 50. So this is not exactly how it is. I'm just entering some information here. Then you can finish this later on. So let's say just put the same date there, and this is 100, and this is no, something like that. Okay, so that's how you have to enter the information on instruction number C. And then D says sort the table by type in alphabetical order, and then by release date. So you're going to sort using two criteria. Okay, so best thing is you go to data, and then you have the sort. So you click on the sort, and it gives you this pop-up window, which is going to allow you to sort by two criteria. So select the first one, and they say maybe type, is it? Actually, it is. I'm going to use at by values as setting order, and then after that you click add another level, and then you can say by issue price, and then you're doing smallest largest. So remember, this is not exactly how you're doing it. I'm just showing you how to do it, then you're going to apply the actual technique. Then after that, you click OK, and your data is going to be sorted based on those concepts. So that was D, and then you go to E, add a total row that shows the largest addition size. So you have to first identify addition size. Where is that? Addition size, right here, addition size. And then if this is not clear, you can always double click to increase the size, like that. So add a total row that shows the largest addition size and the most expensive. So expensive is going to be from the price. Okay, so basically what they want you to do is at the bottom here, you're going to add the total row here, and you're going to be able to show the largest addition, okay, largest addition size, and also the highest price. Okay, so basically what you do is you can click right here, okay, and then you'll go to where do you get these values from? Go to data, actually no, let's see, is it in the formulas? Nope. Let's see, make sure you click in here, and I think I saw it somewhere. Data, data, data. Need to insert the rows and the columns. The rows and the columns. The rows and the columns. Okay, let's